Last few days at this quite interesting location, putting this Panasonic EVA1 camera through its paces and testing the new ProRes RAW codec.
We've done a little spoof Hammer horror film, which involves lots of bangs in the night, screaming, matches and candles, and general chaos, to be honest.
I've worked with previous generations of Panasonic cameras like the VeriCam Pure and the VeriCam LT, and you know, if some of that technology is filtered down into this camera, then brilliant.
This camera and this entire setup, lens kit, etc., is designed for the indie filmmaker and the documentary filmmaker. So we've shot in darkness practically. We've shot in some pretty extreme bright locations, this one right now being one of them. We've shot all across the range. The camera's very fast to switch and change and is very flexible.
I like the camera. It's a nice form factor. It's you know, it's nice and compact, which is great. You can always make it bigger rather than smaller, which is good. I think the fact that the EVA1 can record up to 240 frames, albeit 2K, is great for creative options.
This is designed to do far more fluid, fast turnaround. We pretty much pushed it as hard as we could. We had an amazing drone crew, we had a great actress, and 2 of these on set with a great cinematographer. I think this camera, for the money it costs, is incredible value actually. If you know how to use it properly, you will get an incredible result.
One of the effects we were trying to achieve with the drone was to create a pool of light onto our star who was running through the woods. And using the spot lens on this light, we managed to create that. And I chose this light because it's super lightweight at 750 grams, and it's super powerful and low power consumption.
I think one of the important things about cameras in this price point, what they've got to offer is RAW recording, or the accessibility of RAW recording, and high frame rates, things like this. They've got to cover the bases of what you want, what you would get from a higher spec camera, a more expensive camera. But for the bracket of the people that are going to use them, you obviously want to cram those features into a smaller form factor and something that's more affordable. I definitely think Panasonic have done that.
Working with the Atomos system, it's not like the old days where you've got video assist. You're actually looking at what you would refer to as your digital negative on set.
The Sigmas come across as really well built lenses, and you know, a lens that's designed to work with a film camera or a digital film camera. The fast speed of the aperture is very useful, especially in low light, and you know, the range of lenses that they have within the series are very complementary.
The new G-Tech transfer system is probably the fastest and most powerful data transfer system in the world at the moment. I think it's close to 7 minutes a terabyte. We plugged the G-Tech shuttle into an iMac Pro, ran FCPX, and the pictures, 303 shots worth, loaded up in around 15 seconds. We were immediately able to look at everything that we'd shot and review what we had. And I was editing the actual film within about 10 minutes of sitting in the chair. And we had a first cut done in 1 day, and we had it locked by the end of day 2. What G-Tech have created is a way to make that job even easier. The recording aesthetic of the ProRes RAW within this camera looks very much like the aesthetic of 35mm used to back in the sort of 80s. The look that filmmakers have often strived towards for documentaries and for indie film and for short film and for content for the web and brand films and so on and so forth, then I think there's no doubt with the right operator, it's great.